Well, hello. My
Hi.
name is Trekker Armstrong. I'm the chair of the Copa Neil J. Armstrong Scholarship. And it is absolutely my pleasure today to talk to and discuss with the 2021 scholarship winners, both the Ab-Initio and the advanced. Emilie has Ab-Initio and Mark has advanced scholarship winners. It is certainly the pleasure of the scholarship committee to make these awards. And we have an opportunity, given the virtual fly-in coming up in the summer, that we can give a little bit more background on the scholarship winners than we have historically been able to do. So again, welcome, Emilie, Mark. So I'll start off with just a general question that I would love to hear from both of you, which is tell us a little bit about yourself. And with this, I'll start with Emilie.
Okay, so I am from a small town in Northern Ontario. I love everything about sports, music, and aviation and space exploration. I've played a whole bunch of sports my whole life, from badminton, tennis, soccer, kickboxing, but my main sports are hockey and football. I've been playing hockey since I've been very young, and I started playing boys hockey when I was 10 years old, and I've been reffing both minor hockey and sledge hockey in our region. And I started playing tackle football when I was 12 years old. I've played on our local summer travel team and on our high school team. And I've also been volunteering lots of my time to helping out with the football community and coaching a few teams. And yeah, other than that, I've been the only female to do a lot of things that I've done, and often the only one out on the field or at the rink. So it's certainly been sometimes a challenge, but I never let that stop me. And I'm happy to have done everything that I have done. And yeah, other than that, I just love aviation and everything about it. And I love spending nights outside my telescopes and looking up at the stars.
Thank you, Emilie. Well, how about yourself, Mark? Give us a little bit of information about yourself.
Hi everyone, and thank you for this Trevor. So a little bit about myself. My name is Mark. I was an immigrant a few years ago, coming from the country called the Philippines, and when we immigrated here for the reasons of higher education for me and my siblings, but I got into Air Cadets, which gave me a opportunity to join the aviation industry. Through the Air Cadets, I was able to know more about the aviation community and everything about aviation. And through that, I was also I also became a glider and a private pilot, where there I really enjoyed flying, and I just love to learn about aviation even more. And currently, right now, I'm a university student at University of the Fraser Valley, and continuing with my instructor rating there.
Excellent, Mark. So just speaking about the scholarship, Emilie, how did you become aware of the COPA scholarship?
So it all started in September when I met up with a few pilots and went up to the airport and went up for my first flight. And they kind of just saw something in me and thought I'd be the perfect candidate for this. So they just kind of encouraged me to apply for it and kind of helped me out for that.
Excellent, excellent. And I know I was going to just keep it to Emilie, but actually I'd be interested, Mark, how did you first hear about the scholarship?
I actually first heard about the scholarship through my research online. And interestingly, I actually applied for the scholarship previous year. So uh, if for anyone who's trying to apply for the scholarship, I encourage you to never give up and just try and try again.
Actually, Mark, that's an excellent point, because we do see, as the selection committee, often repeat applicants for the scholarship, and we try to encourage people to do that. You know, the scholarship and the quality of applicants are very high. It is tough competition, I know, and that it takes the selection committee, which consists of the East and West vice chairs of COPA from the board of directors, and then representatives of the Armstrong family, myself and my oldest brother, Dr. Brad Armstrong. But we have seen applicants who've tried again end up actually winning the scholarship. So very good advice, and thank you for mentioning that. So Mark, what is your greatest achievement that you would like to share?
I would say my greatest achievement is first becoming a pilot. Without the help of God, family, friends, and everyone that has come along the way, I wouldn't be here today. And I believe that that is one of the greatest achievement I have because of the amount of support along the way and the journey of becoming a pilot, the challenges along the way, the struggles, putting it all together, it just makes it so memorable, so valuable, and something worth memorable.
And speaking of just those kinds of things, it's always curious about kind of what the defining moment was when an individual decides to be a pilot. So Emilie, like, when did you decide to be a pilot?
For me, I guess there's kind of a mix of a whole bunch of different moments that kind of led up to it, but it all started when I was 11. And through school, I met Jeremy Hansen, the Canadian astronaut. And that kind of introduced me to all of this and the whole world of space and aviation. And ever since that day, I've been just so passionate about that. And I remember we used to go to the airport for family trips and all that. And I used to look at the female pilots and tell my parents that one day that would be me. But I guess the most defining moment was this September when I took my first flight, and I just was up there in the sky and I just knew that's what I wanted to do. And in that moment, I also kind of realized that this is something I can actually do. And with the help, it might be hard, but I can definitely become a pilot someday.
And that recent flight, was that with a Copa member?
Yes, I've been flying with 2 Copa members.
Excellent. And again, I know I'm switching from the script, but how about yourself, Mark? When did you decide to become a pilot?
It was really interesting because I got into aviation with cadets, but I actually was invited to join Army cadets, where on the registration form I found about the air cadet program, and through that I just continued researching. When I found out that you can be a pilot through the air cadets, I just told myself that this is one once in a lifetime opportunity that not everyone in the world is given. So I just want to try it out. And then after that first flight in the tow plane, I just got hooked. So
Excellent. So Emilie, what does winning this scholarship mean to you?
Well, it's certainly incredible, but for me, I guess it means that I no longer need to choose between becoming a pilot and getting a university degree, because I know I'm going to be graduating next year and I'll have a big decision to make. And I know that having a strong education, even if I decide to become a pilot, is going to be very important. I've been saving up my money, but I couldn't do both. So at first my plan was to get a university degree, and then if I had enough money saved up later on in life, to become a pilot. But now with the scholarship, I can get a head start in my aviation career and be able to do it a lot faster than I was planning to.
Excellent. And how about yourself, Mark? Winning the scholarship, what does it mean for you?
winning the scholarship means a lot to me, Trevor. It's a big financial support for me to be able to continue my instructor rating, and just being able to not worry about the financial side really helps studying, because it lessens the stress and gives me more time to really go in depth on the book. So
Excellent. And this may be a lead into the next question for you, Mark, which was, so what are your future plans, and how will aviation play a part of it?
my future plans is for me to finish my university degree, and also to be an instructor. I Through the air cadets, again, we were taught how to teach, and there not only I found my love for aviation, but also my love for teaching. I want to be a, good instructor, and I want to help students succeed to be the best pilots they could be, safe and proficient. Lastly, I also want to help out in the community because, again, I wouldn't be here without everyone's help. So I want to give back. I might start volunteering for clubs around the community, or even start an aviation club in my university.
Excellent, Mark. Excellent. And here's a question for both of you, which is, what advice would you give to others that are interested in applying for the Neil Armstrong Scholarship? Emilie?
I would say just go for it. I mean, it might be a little intimidating at first, but you don't lose anything by applying. And like you said, even applying multiple times or multiple years in a row, you just never know what could happen. I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd be here today, but here I am. And just go for it. If you want, this is something you want, you gotta just at least give it a try.
And how about yourself, Mark?
Pretty similar. Again, same with Emilie. Just go for it, try your best, and hope for the best.
And did you find the process somewhat intimidating in terms of the application process?
I find it quite intimidating for the fact that it's quite a big scholarship, and I knew from the start that there would be quite a competition. But the website where you would apply is actually not very intimidating. You just fill up the form, and it's very, very user friendly. So props to the website.
Emilie, how did you find the filling the process out?
I think it was maybe a little intimidating at first, especially since like I haven't even applied for universities or scholarship for universities or any of that stuff. So it was all new to me. But once I got into it and started writing it, it was a bit of a, like, not too much of a time commitment, but definitely had to take some time out of my day to do it, but it's certainly well worth it.
Well, again, I want to, on behalf of the scholarship selection committee, I want to congratulate you, Emilie, as our Ab-Initio winner of 2021, and yourself, Mark, as advanced flight training for 2021. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you virtually, and hopefully you can join us at the virtual fly-in coming up. And again, on behalf of Copa and the members that actually make this scholarship possible through their contributions, I do want to say congratulations to you both.
Thank you. It was an honor to be chosen, that's for sure.
And I just want to give some thank you, if that's okay, Trevor. First, I want to again thank God, family, friends, and to you, Trekker, to Sharon, and everyone who made this scholarship possible. I also want to give a very big thank you to all Copa members, because again, without all your help, without all your support, and without the community that builds this aviation community in Canada, this wouldn't be possible for us. So very, very thank you.
You're welcome. And I think, again, while I'm fortunate to be the chair of the selection committee, there's a number of members that I represent. So again, I speak on their behalf, and understanding that, this year we have actually spent over 100 hours combined, both the national office and the committee, to go through the scholarship selection process. So it's quite something to see the commitment to the scholarship, both from the selection committee and the members. And again, thank you. And thank you for those words.